I never imagined trying to do the right thing would cost me my marriage. 3 years ago, I made a choice, a single, painful, well-intentioned choice, and it unraveled my life in ways I couldn't predict. All I wanted was to protect someone I cared about. Instead, I became the villain in my husband's eyes. It started with a secret I was never meant to know. Back then, my sister-in-law, Vanessa, and I were civil at best. She was married to my husband's younger brother, Ethan, a kind, gentle man with an earnest smile and the type of loyalty you rarely find anymore. He adored Vanessa. Spoiled her with date nights, surprise vacations, and every ounce of love he had. Which made it all the more devastating when I found out she was cheating on him. I wasn't looking for proof. It found me. A random afternoon at a downtown cafe, picking up a coffee before a meeting, and there she was, Vanessa, sitting on the patio, laughing too loudly. Leaning too close to a man who definitely wasn't Ethan. Their hands touched. She kissed him. My stomach twisted. I didn't say anything right away. I wanted to be sure. Over the next few weeks, I kept quiet and watched. And the signs added up: work trips that didn't match Ethan's stories, deleted call logs on her phone when we were together, whispers and quick glances exchanged with the same man I'd seen that day. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. Ethan deserved better. I couldn't keep his wife's secret just to maintain the peace. So I told my husband, Mark. He was sitting at the kitchen table, scrolling through his phone. I remember how casually I said it, trying not to sound like I was detonating a bomb. Mark, I said, I think Vanessa is cheating on Ethan. I saw her. With someone else. He blinked. What do you mean, you think? I've seen her twice. With the same man. She was kissing him. They looked like a couple. His expression hardened. Are you serious right now? I didn't want to say anything until I was sure. And now that you've convinced yourself, you're going to drop this into my lap like it's nothing. His tone stunned me. I'm telling you because Ethan deserves the truth, I said quietly. I think he should know. Mark shook his head slowly, like I'd betrayed him. You're going to destroy this family over gossip. It's not gossip if I saw it with my own eyes. You don't know what you saw. But I did. And I told Ethan anyway. Mark begged me not to. Said it would ruin everything. Said Vanessa would deny it and Ethan would get hurt. But the longer I waited, the more it ate at me. So I told Ethan. One evening, at a park, while he was walking his dog. I didn't show him photos. I didn't record Vanessa. Maybe I should have, but it felt invasive. When I told him, his eyes went dark. He asked a few quiet questions, then nodded and said, "Thanks for telling me." That was it. He filed for divorce 2 weeks later. Vanessa tried to twist it. Said I lied. Said I was jealous of her. Said I wanted Ethan for myself. She poisoned the well with Mark, who by then had stopped speaking to me except in short, sharp sentences. 2 months later, Mark left. Said I betrayed his trust. Said I tore his family apart. Said he couldn't look at me the same way anymore. Just like that, the life we built collapsed. I moved out of our shared home. Got a small apartment. Grieved not just the end of my marriage but the death of the person I thought Mark was. I thought he'd stand by me. I thought he'd care more about truth than comfort. But I learned that some people would rather live in illusion than deal with pain. The next few years passed slowly. I focused on work, on healing. I never dated seriously again. Something about that betrayal, being abandoned for doing the right thing, left a scar that dulled my faith in relationships. Nights felt longer. My apartment echoed in ways my old house never did. I would still, from time to time, reach across the bed expecting someone to be there. And Ethan. He disappeared from all of us. Moved to Chicago. Started a new job, a new life. I never heard from him after the divorce was finalized. Until 3 years later. I was at a conference in downtown Boston, sitting at a quiet table with my coffee and laptop, when I looked up and saw him. Ethan. He looked older. More grounded. He'd grown a beard. There was a calmness to him, but also a gravity. Like someone who'd been through fire and emerged with fewer illusions. He noticed me. We locked eyes. He smiled. I didn't expect that. "Hey," he said as he walked over. "Wow. It's been a long time." "Yeah," I breathed. "It really has." He asked if he could sit. I nodded. We talked. Caught up. Turns out he'd gone to therapy. Focused on healing, traveling, rediscovering who he was outside of Vanessa. "You were right, you know," he said, nursing his tea. "She cheated on me for almost a year before you told me. She admitted it eventually." "I'm sorry," I said. "I never meant to blow up everything. I just couldn't let you live in the dark. You saved me more time than you know." Then he looked at me, really looked. "I'm sorry about what Mark did." I nodded slowly. He made his choice. He made the wrong one. I didn't reply. What was there to say? But something passed between us. Quiet understanding. A strange, gentle peace. Maybe even respect. We were two survivors of the same explosion, sitting in the wreckage years later, realizing we were still breathing. He asked me to dinner. I hesitated. Then said yes. That night, over food and dim lighting, we talked like old friends and something slightly more. It felt different. There was no performance, no pressure, just two people who knew the worst of life and still showed up. He didn't blame me. He didn't ask for anything. He just wanted to know me again, outside of the chaos we both came from. It wasn't a fairy tale ending. I don't even know if it was a beginning. But it was healing. 3 years ago, I was the villain for telling the truth. Now, I realize that integrity costs you. Sometimes everything. But it also clears the path for something better, something real. And as I sat across from Ethan, laughing softly at a shared memory neither of us thought we'd ever revisit, I realized something. Doing the right thing hurts. But living in silence, that's what truly destroys. And sometimes, doing what's right doesn't save the people you love, but it might save you. After dinner, we walked outside into the cool night air. There was no hand-holding, no promises. Just silence and comfort. And when we reached the corner where we'd part ways, he looked at me and said, "Maybe this time, we get to start fresh." I smiled. Maybe we do.